Welcome back. It is Monday, April 29th, and the MLB. Our 5 best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap how we did on Sunday, a 1-2 day. Now, we'll talk about the two losers first. Guardians, Braves over 9. We were hoping for some extra inning cheese. The Guardians, unfortunately, couldn't get a run in the top of the 10th. They ended up losing 4-3. And then Blackburn's over and outs was a straight donation. I'll hand up. That was just a terrible read on my end. I thought it was going to be an 0-3 day, but we finally got a little bit of luck to go our way. Mets money line. I know Logan and I could argue there wasn't a lot of luck because they were 0 for 15 with runners in scoring position before, but we'll take anything we can get these days. I really feel like hopefully that's a sign of some things start to turn, where we can finally get the teams who are back and to get those timely hits, because we haven't had a timely hit. I mean, that was the first one I feel like in like 9 years, but finally we're diving into today's picks. We have an action-packed slate. If you are new, like I said, my name's Austin. If you want to do us a favor, go down below, hit that subscribe button. We do these videos every single day. Picks haven't been great recently, but we're still going to bring the vibes for y'all and give y'all our favorite picks. So hit that subscribe button, trying to hit 200K subscribers. Let's dive into the picks. The first one of the day, as you guys should know, it is a Monday. Parlay of the day is back today. We're going back to the hit parlays. Felt like the hitters were a little bit cold about a week ago. I feel like they're heating up right now. We got 2 hitters we love to get a hit, so it's going to be an odds checker. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment, and I'll link at the end of the video. Tap into that to 1 unit play, add it to the card. Second pick, I'm going to start with my favorite one of the day. I'm actually going to a later night game, Dodgers versus Diamondbacks, a big series between these divisional rivals, and I'm taking both teams to score 2+ runs in the first 5 innings, currently plus 105 on DraftKings. Now, I know there's going to be some FanDuel bettors out there that are like, I've never seen that market. It's because it's not a market that FanDuel likes to offer, but it is on DraftKings. It is on BetMGM. You should have a couple different books to pick it out of. And I really like both these two teams to put up at least 2 through the first 5 innings. So you need 2 runs from the D-backs, 2 runs from the Dodgers, and we cash at plus 105. Now, let's talk about both these two pitchers. If I had a pivot, I would take the first 5 over. That's about 5.5. Obviously, this is a better chance of hitting than the 5.5, but there are ways where the 5.5 hits and this doesn't hit. It could be like a 6-0 type game from one of the teams. But let's look at both the pitchers. Both of them have a 15.5 outs line, but a 3.5 earned runs line. So they don't expect either of them to pitch pretty well. The over-under is 10.5, which you never see an over-under at 10.5 unless you're in Coors Field or Mexico City. And we look at who's going to start for the D-backs. Tommy Henry, 5.55 ERA and a 1.6 whip. He has not been great this year, and he's been even worse at home. 5 earned runs in both of his home starts. He's now allowed 2 earned runs or more in 4 of 5 starts this year. He doesn't have a lot of great qualities. 20th percentile in expected ERA, 16th in expected batting average, 9th in average exit velocity, also high in barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, you name it. Not getting whiffs either. And this is a Dodgers team that's been elite versus lefties. 3rd highest batting average versus lefties, plus top 10 in almost OPS, WRC plus, 7th lowest K percentage to lefties. They were doing a great job batting against lefties. They haven't seen Henry a ton. I think only Ohtani has seen him. Maybe one other guy has seen him maybe once or twice. I think they get to him. Now on the other side, we need some runs also from the D-backs, and they're coming back home after a long road trip, and they're going to face James Paxton. 2.61 ERA on paper. Paxton looks good with that ERA, but look at the whip, 1.55. Look at his expected ERA, 5.30. This is a guy that is struggling, but has been getting out of some jams. Will he be able to do it today? I don't think so. He's 6th in chase rate, 4th in K percentage, 2nd percentile walk percentage. Just a guy that has had starts this year where he's walked 5 and 8 batters. I mean, he's been lucky to get out of some jams there, but this is a D-backs team. 4th highest batting average with runners in scoring position. The Dodgers are 14th, so not far behind them. And the D-backs, elite. Best batting average, best OPS, and best WRC plus for lefties this year. 2nd lowest K rate. I'm confident they can get the job done against Paxton. The Dodgers can get the job done against Henry. I really like it as a 1-unit play for plus 105. And you know what? I'm going to give you my 3rd favorite pick of the day, and it's the 3rd pick added to the card. We're doing a little bit of a sprinkle on this one. This is half units, same exact play as before that we just talked about Dodgers and Diamondbacks. The difference, both of them to score 3 runs, plus 260 on DraftKings, putting a half-unit sprinkle. As I said, both of these pitchers have an earned runs line at 3.5, and they're not even projected to go more than 5 innings. That would obviously work well for us here. So just putting a little sprinkle on this one, only a half-unit play. If we cash the 2+, that'd be great. If we cash 3+, even better at plus 260. I'll take my chances here. I really like both these two teams' first 5 team totals, but I'm going to take this a little bit safer. But like I said, it is available on BetMGM. They were about plus 230. Like I said, my pivot would be the first 5 over at 5.5. We obviously will need 5.5 to hit if we're going to hit this 3+ runs for each team. But Logan, enough of me rambling on for 5 minutes. What's your favorite pick of the day? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm going to a player prop. Haven't done a lot of player props but I've had success over the years with these. I'm taking Steven Matz of the Cardinals over 15.5 outs, minus 115 odds on DraftKings is your best value there. Now we look at this one. Yes, this is an outs line. If you do the math, 5 innings pitched would be 15 outs. He needs to get into the 6th inning in this one. I think he does. Let's talk about these Cardinals because they were a part of the sweat that we had to endure yesterday with the Mets. They went 11 innings in that game. The Cardinals will look to Steven Matz for some length in this one. I just think if you look at Steven Matz, he should be able to hit this over. Steven Matz starts for the Cardinals, 5.5 ERA and a 1.6 whip. I mean, not amazing numbers, ERA and whip-wise, for Steven Matz, but he has to know his job today. His job is to come in and eat innings. So far, Matz is actually under this line in 4 out of 5 starts. I just think this line is priced too low. When it's priced too low, I see value on the over. The only over of Matz's season so far was the first start of the year. So he's had sort of a rough going, and it makes sense because he's been giving up like 5 and 7 earned run type batting practice games. You're not going to make it out of the 5th inning in those types of games. I can't imagine Ollie Marmol, the manager for the Cardinals, will want to yank Matz out of the game after 5, even if he is struggling. I think he's going to have a long leash in this one. Yes, it is hard to predict what Marmol's thinking, but taxing your bullpen in game 1 of a new series is a bad idea when you have a veteran who can eat innings. Steven Matz is a veteran pitcher. He knows how to go out there and give you length if you choose to let him do that. I think against the Tigers today, that's what they do. Also, look at the line in this game, the full game line. The Cardinals are road favorites, so the books think Matz pitches respectably. I don't really see a world in which the Cardinals are deserving of that road favorite tag if they didn't think he would pitch decent, because the Cardinals were just as poverty as the Mets with runners in scoring position yesterday. It's hard to imagine how they are a road favorite against the Tigers. I think this is a lower scoring game, and then it becomes a true coin flip of who wins that game. Matz pitched well against the Tigers last year. He went 5 1/3 innings pitched, only allowed 1 earned run in that game. Obviously, 5 1/3 is the key number because that's what we need to cash the over for this bet. Detroit is only league average in pitches per plate appearance at 15th, averaging 3.89 pitches per plate appearance. So they're not, on the season, they're not a team that's going to come in and drive up the pitch count normally. I mean, today they could really screw me if they want to, but I think if you're just looking at averages, they're pretty mediocre there. And Detroit is 21st in batting average, only 237 versus lefties. Plus, they only have a 6.3 walk percentage to lefties, which is the 4th lowest in baseball. Again, walks kill you when you have an outs prop. Walks and just hosting batting practice like Mr. Blackburn did yesterday. But we're getting a better start out of Matz today. The lefty starter, this is the last lefty starter the Tigers have seen was April 9th against Martin Perez. He went 8 innings pitched. They haven't seen a lefty in a long, long time. I think Matz is in a good position here. To get to Matz, the Tigers will have to pile up the hits. That's really how you like kind of chase a pitcher. But the Tigers are only 26 in hits at home. Not a team that normally has the hit parade type innings. I really do love this bet. I love Matz to go 5 1/3 innings pitched at the very least. I think he could actually give him at least 6 innings pitched. Give me Matz over and outs as my best bet of the day. But Austin, you know what time it is.
It's Nerfy Nation time, baby. The rock music's going. The flags are out, and we need 6 quick and easy outs. And this one we really like today. It's got an over-under at 7.5. Where are we going, Logan? We're heading out to Chicago, where we got the Twins going into Chicago, and they're taking on the White Sox. We're taking the no-run first inning, currently minus 130. On Bet365, as we say, normally minus 130 is about as juiced as we'll go, maybe minus 140 if we love it. Don't lay too much juice. Nerfies do tend to get more juiced as the day goes on. Now, let's talk about Mr. Garrett Crochet, who will start for the White Sox. Now, he is 5-1 on Nerfies, 3-0 at home. He has faced the Twins. He just faced them in his last start, 24th in first inning runs. Now, in that last start, Crochet got out of the first inning. I think he gave up 4 earned runs in the next inning. So he was not great in that start. He hasn't been great the last 3 starts, but he's still getting that Nerfy. He's allowing, I believe, a .100 batting average in the first inning. He's been able to get in and out, and hopefully this Twins team, which has been going all over the place, just went out to Anaheim, now back and into Chicago. Hopefully they're a little bit slow out of the gates in this game. I really think Crochet can get us the 3 outs. Twins 24th in first inning runs. Their bats have been scorching hot recently, but they've still been struggling to score in the first inning. So Crochet, I have faith in you can get us those first 3 outs. But Logan, who's going to be taking us home in the bottom half of the inning for the Twins?
Yeah, it's going to be Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan starts for the Twins. He is 3-2 on Nerfies, which you'd like to see that a little bit better. But given a larger sample size, last year he was 13-2 on the road in Nerfies last year. He's a good pitcher. I think he gets us through this inning. The White Sox are only 21st in first inning runs. Yeah, they had a really crazy series versus the Rays where they swept them. I mean, hats off, White Sox, doing your job. But against the White Sox as a whole, Joe Ryan only has a 226 batting average allowed to this roster. I looked at each of the individual batters and I wanted to see who's really has good splits versus Joe Ryan. It's really only Eloy Jimenez. Eloy has decent splits. He's 3 for 10 against Joe Ryan, but a lot of the hitters that we'll see at the top of the lineup are below 200 batting average against Joe Ryan. So I really do love this bet. I think we stand a really good chance of cashing. Joe Ryan, a tough guy to face first time through the order. Let's go Nerfy Nation.
Let's fly the flags, baby. If you remember, we just took this Nerfy in their last start. So let's hope they can do the job once again. That game soared over. This one at 7.5 again. Would be surprised if it soared over today. We were like this Nerfy. Let's cash it out. Let's get those 6 quick and easy outs. Those are our favorite picks of the day. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the parlay of the day is back. It's a 2-leg hit parlay. Go check it out. It's on OddsChecker. I'll link it on the screen right now. I'll also link it in the description, in the pinned comment. Go tap in. We're playing that for 1 unit like we normally do. Hit parlay is going to be scorching hot this week. I feel it. You guys have a wonderful day. NBA picks will be live soon. When it is live, I'll link it too. We went 4-0 yesterday. Hopefully, we can do that once again today. We'll see you guys in the next one, though. Peace.